Hello, hello, hola, hola, it's Hola Nature.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos a todos. Welcome everyone to the Hola Nature podcast. I am your Spanish-speaking, nature-loving, tree-climbing host, Naomi, and I am seriously pining about today's episode where we learn all about conifers. Okay, I can't wait any longer, so let's dive in and say hola to nature. My friends, we are branching out here. You see what I did there? Today, as we learn all about the amazing trees that produce pine cones and stay nice and green even in the cold winter months. Coníferas. Conifera. Now, before we jump into our new Spanish words, let's make sure we know just what a conifer even is. A conifer is any tree that bears its seed in a cone. Conifer. Do you see the connection? They often have needles or scale-like leaves, and most of them keep these needles all year long. Keep in mind that conifer and evergreen are not the same because there are some conifers that are not evergreen because they lose their leaves, but that is for another episode. Okay, Español amigos, you already heard me say conífera, Conifera for conifer, conifera. Muy bien. Let's dive just a little bit deeper though. We just learned that all conifers have pine cones, so coníferas tienen piñas. Piña. Piña. Now, don't get that confused with pineapple, which is also piña, so you need to pay attention to the context. So piña is the word for pine cone. Piña. The leaves, las hojas of coníferas, yes, leaves, we call them needles, are aguja de pino. Aguja de pino. Super, super, super job. You sound amazing. How many of you have ever touched a conifera and come away with sticky hands? Has that ever happened to you? Oof, I actually don't like when that happens. So that happens from all of the savia. Savia. Savia is sticky sap. Now, our last word to learn is just a basic word for pine tree. I feel like that's important, and it can go for any type of pine tree. Pino. 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 Muy bien! You can turn it easily into different types of pine trees if you want to be more specific just by adding colors. So you can have a pino blanco, pino blanco, pino amarillo, pino amarillo. So many types of pine trees. If you just want to say pine tree in general though, es un pino. Phew, that was a lot of... Oh, yay! I was worried that the forest fairies wouldn't make it with all of the snow that we have outside. Come on in, haditas. ¿Tienen frío?
Sí.
Hay mucha nieve afuera. What do you do when it's this snowy
We
outside?
snuggle up in our blanket. We drink hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa? I thought that forest fairies would eat like bellotas and hojas and things like that.
We don't.
Oh, do you put marshmallows in your hot cocoa?
Yeah.
How many marshmallows?
9,000 billion.
What?
9,000 billion.
That is a ton of malvavisco. ¿Y tienen nombres nuevos esta semana?
Sí.
Okay, ¿cómo te llamas tú esta semana?
Peanut butter cup.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Lobo.
Lobo, wow.
And nieve.
Nieve. No, Lobo Nieve.
Sí.
That's a great name. I love that. Qué lindo.
Lobo nieve pino.
Lobo Nieve Pino. Perfecto. Qué lindo. Are you decorating your little fairy houses for the holidays?
Yeah.
What are you decorating them with?
Pine branches.
Well, that's just perfect. You know why?
Guess what I learned about a poem about pine trees. Also, we decorate them with holly leaves.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Well, you're right. What did you say your name was? Lobo Nieve? This week's poem is all about pinos. ¿Saben qué son pinos?
Pine trees. Pine trees.
I love that. Me encanta el olor de los pinos. ¿Les gusta también?
Sí.
Ok, vamos a aprender algunas líneas del poema. Se llama El Pino. And we will learn it line by line. And you're going to help our friends at home by repeating it after me, right?
Sí.
Should our friends say it with you?
Sí.
Awesome. Do we do silly voices sometimes? Oh, yeah, we do. ¿Listas?
Sí. Sí.
Okay. Susurra el pino.
Susurra el pino.
Susurra el pino.
Susurra el pino.
En la noche.
En la noche.
Susurra el pino en la noche.
Susurra el pino en la noche.
En la noche.
En la noche.
Super. Let's do that one more time. Susurra el pino en la noche. There it is. Muy bien. Por la fuerza.
Por la fuerza.
Por la fuerza.
Por la fuerza.
Por la fuerza de la lluvia.
Por la fuerza de la lluvia.
Por la fuerza de la lluvia. Por la fuerza de la lluvia. Super. Let's do those two together. Ready? Susurra el pino en la noche por la fuerza de la lluvia. Muy, muy bien. Super. Okay, the next lines. Se mueve
Se mueve
hacia allá.
así allá. Así allá.
Se mueve
Se mueve
hacia acá.
hacia acá.
Se mueve hacia allá.
Se mueve hacia allá.
Se mueve hacia acá.
Se mueve hacia acá.
Muy bien. Can we do it all together?
Sí.
Are you sure?
Sí.
Okay, here we go. Susurra el pino en la noche por la fuerza de la lluvia. Se mueve hacia allá. Se mueve hacia acá. Wow, excelente. You guys did such a super job. So where do our friends go if they want to hear the full poem in Spanish and English? Do you remember the
Niñosinnature.com.
That's right. They can find our podcast page on our website at niñosinnature.com, and they can find the full poem and super fun free printables for this episode. Should we really quick help everyone understand the poem in English?
Sí.
What is the pino doing at night? ¿Qué significa susurra?
Whisper.
Yes, exactly. Whisper. ¿Por qué está susurrando?
Because
What's making it?
wind.
Is it the wind? Es la lluvia. ¿Qué es lluvia?
Rain.
The rain. Yes, it's making it whisper. Is it talking or is it just like rustling like a whisper? Totally. That's right. Where is it moving? Bless you. Salud.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, so like this way and that way. It's moving all around. Bien hecho. Gracias por su ayuda, Aditas. Do you have any wonderful winter plans?
We're gonna make gingerbread cookies.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Okay, well, gracias. Have a great day. Ciao.
Adios. Adios. Happy holidays. Snowflake.
Ciao, Aditas.
Ciao. Bye.
Nice work, my friends. Now we have made it to the part of the show where I try to blow your minds with super cool datos curiosos all about the amazing world that we live in. This is where I ask you,
¿Sabías que? ¿Sabías que? ¿Sabías que?
did you know? ¿Sabías que la piña más grande del mundo puede pesar más de 11 libras? 11 pounds is about as heavy as a gallon of paint. So not only is the biggest pine cone weigh up to 11 pounds, pero también mide 2 pies de largo. I honestly cannot imagine being under a pine tree that is dropping piñas that weigh 11 pounds and measure 2 feet long. That sounds a little dangerous. It is true though, El Pino de Coulter, or Coulter pine, produces the biggest pine cones on Earth, and they sound gigantic. ¿Sabías que las agujas de pino son muy nutritivas? These little needles pack a healthy punch of vitaminas, incluso vitamina C. Vitamin C is said to be a powerhouse for your immune system, which will help keep you nice and healthy. And pine needles are a great source of vitamin C. Who knew? You want to taste it yourself? I will put a recipe for pine needle tea on this week's blog post, and you can try it at home. This one blew my mind. ¿Sabías que los dinosaurios comían coníferas? I know we might not love the idea of munching on conifer branches, but those dinosaurs loved them. La mayoría de los dinosaurios eran herbívoros y se alimentaban de plantas como las coníferas. Now, I'm just looking out my window, imagining an herbivore chowing down on the pine tree. That would be so wild. Okay, I hope that you loved those datos curiosos. Would you want to... Oh, sorry, you guys. My hamsters seem to be a little on edge today. Nacho and Peep, I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe it's the winter, but they seem extra cooped up. Do you smell that? Oh my gosh, it smells like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Those are my favorite. I gotta go grab some galletas. I'll be right back.
Pip, ¿cómo lo hiciste? ¿De verdad horneaste galletas?
I found some cookie dough in the freezer, and I just put the whole container in the oven. Thought they might like a sweet treat.
Yum. Y me trajiste un poco de masa para galletas, ¿sí?
You know it, buddy. Here's a big chunk of cookie dough to munch on.
Gracias.
Whoa, not all it. Whoa, that was fast.
Me conoces, Pip. Tenía hambre.
I should stop underestimating your hunger. Okay, well, let's get to work. We have to go out and find some conifer branches to make the holiday decorations for our cage.
¡Yipi! Me encantan las coníferas porque me encanta comer piñas.
How many times do I have to tell you that pine cones aren't food?
Pero son deliciosas y también debemos recolectar algunas agujas de pino para hacer un té. No quiero enfermarme este año.
Good call. Pine needle tea will be tasty and help us stay nice and healthy. All right, let's go.
¡Ay, nieve!
Snow diving, woohoo!
Nieve es divertida, pero estoy helada.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I wish I had those Barbie hats or something to keep us warm. It's freezing out.
Apúrate, Pip. Quiero mover a casa pronto.
Okay. For pine needle tea, we need to find Eastern white pine. That tastes the yummiest.
Pino blanco, pino blanco, pino blanco. Pip, ¿cómo identificamos un pino blanco?
White pines grow in clusters of 5 thin, long needles. They're also bluish green and look pretty feathery.
Oh, aquí hay uno. Me encanta el olor de los pinos.
Me too. I can't wait to decorate our cage. It's going to smell so good. Let's gather as much as we can and then head back to decorate.
Hagámoslo.
Phew. Are you sure you can carry that many pine needles all the way back?
Sí, se puede, amigo. Creo en mí.
I believe in you too, buddy. Let's go.
Llegamos. Ok, primero quiero una taza de té. Estoy helada.
So to make the tea, we never put the pine needles into boiling water. We just steep them in hot water for a few minutes. Here, I'll just boil the water and... Nacho? What are you doing?
Bailando. Me encanta bailar.
Just don't hurt yourself dancing like that. You look like you're stepping on hot coals.
No te preocupes. Soy profesional.
Okay, well, I'll just finish making the tea and then we can decorate. Oh wait, here she comes. Help me stash these pine needles. We'll finish later.
Oof, sorry that took me so long. There was just a tub of cookie dough put in my oven. So there was plastic melting everywhere and woof, what a mess. Well, at least now my oven is super clean. Okay, we have done a lot of learning so far today all about coníferas. Let's review. We learned that trees that bear cones are called conifers, conifera, conifera. And most coniferas keep their green needles or leaves all year long. Pine cone is piña, piña, which also means pineapple. Wahoo! 2 Spanish words in 1 episode with that one. Pine needle is aguja de pino. Aguja de pino. Super! And that sticky sap we always accidentally get covered in is called savia. 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 Wow, you guys are amazing. And last but not least, pine tree in Espanol is pino. Pino. Pino, super, amigos, I am always so impressed by you. Now don't forget that you have access to free, that's right, free Spanish learning printables that go with each episode of this podcast. So head on over to our podcast page, niñosandnature.com, to get access to this super secret password and then dive into all those free Spanish learning goodies. And remember that if you love learning Spanish with me and you want even more, I have Spanish courses available for kids of all ages. Check those out on my website, niñosandnature.com, and look under Spanish courses. I look forward to every single one of these episodes where we get to learn all about nature and Espanol together, and I cannot wait until next time when we get to say hola to nature.